Hello there, how are you? I hope that all of you are well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back. This is your light in darkness, and I am back again with another update and another beautiful reading for all of you once again. So today's update is again bringing forth some crucial information for you, some insights for you, and some guidance. I hope that this knowledge, this wisdom, and these notes are going to provide you what you need to know and are going to help you move forward on your path. I saw number 111 while I was saying all of that. So without wasting any of our time, let's begin with our today's update. Currently, what's happening here is something I feel and I hope, I believe that you'll feel good about. I saw number 144 right when he said that. Or that's going to help you take a sigh of relief. Okay. At this point in time, at this moment, the people who had been blocking your connection, the people who had been having a bad influence over your person, the people who had been forcefully or intentionally taking them away from you are experiencing upheaval, disappointments, hurts, sorrows, and confusion. Their manipulation isn't working anymore. Instead, I'd say that it has lost its impact, it has lost its power, and currently these people are suffering. It shows here that most of that interference, most of those blockages and hindrances were coming from their immediate family, from their family members, the blood relationships, or their very close friends who are not really friends. These are just some people who have had very bad influence over your person, who simply try to take advantage of the situation or were trying to undermine you to feed their pride, ego, and arrogance. They were really proud about something they had or possessed, or are really proud about something they have or possess at this point in time, which I see is getting snatched away from them or is coming down as we speak. There was really something in these people's lives, or they possessed something, they have something that gives them that power or that makes them believe as if they have a right to look down on others or undermine them, as if they have a right to steal away others' blessings or keep them held back from achieving and obtaining what it is they wish for. These people had been keeping your counterpart under their grip. These people had been manipulating them to insult you, to humiliate you, or to bring sorrows your way. These people enjoyed every bit of the suffering you received because of them, or because of the influence your person is in that's coming from them. These people put themselves on a pedestal. Actually, that's their bad habit. And that's what caused all of this. They looked down on you and placed themselves on a pedestal. At the same time, they wanted your counterpart as well to do the same with you, which resulted in your separation or ending that you two experienced. However, things have changed. I saw number 444 while I was saying all of that. Things are not the way they used to look in the past. Currently, these people are the ones who are experiencing losses, failures, and disappointments. They've lost that power they had over your person. Your person is likely in their power now, and they are showing these people their place, which is something that feels like a disappointment to these people, which is something that feels like a heartbreak or a loss, serious one. And at the same time, it is shocking. It feels as if something came out of the blue and disrupted their world. Something shattered their dreams or their ambitions. These people were extremely ignorant about assessing your worth and value. They mistook your kindness and your innocence for your weakness or a flaw, but that's what something they're paying for right now. Something that baffles them, something that is leaving them clueless, because they assumed and believed that you had no worth and value, so it would be okay to, put their foot on you or onto your connection. However, that's the mistake they made, which is costing them everything. That's the blunder they made, which is forcing them to suffer right now, which is forcing them to see the whole world falling apart, which is forcing them to experience the defeat, disappointments, and struggles they wanted you to experience on your path. At this point in time, these people are struggling, even with your counterpart, as your person is showing strength, your person is showing power, and they're taking back control of their life. They are rising in their senses. Most of them can see who these people were or are and what sort of intentions they had to begin with. These people are still trying to get back that control. These people are still trying to get the strings onto your person. However, I'm seeing that it's not working. Your person is leaving them alone, or is just forcing them to leave them alone. I hope I'm making sense. These people are trying to sweet talk them against you. These people are trying to scare them away from you. These people are trying to frighten them away from you by saying 10,000 negative things about you, or by telling them that there is likely no hope left, or they shouldn't pursue you anymore, or if they are going to bring you in their life, they'll end up having or attracting a hazard. But I don't see your person reacting the way they want them to. Instead, they are likely hurting these people with their words, or are simply being rude to them, becoming rude as days pass by, which is baffling these people, which is forcing these people to face their own end, because I'm seeing that this is the beginning of their end. More troubles, more sorrows, more disappointments, and more hurts are coming their way. Something they're not prepared for, something they're not ready for, because what's coming is far more worse than what they are experiencing right now. I saw number 911 when I said that. Apart from all of this, these people are also losing their wealth, their money, their prosperity, or the sources of money, income, or prosperity. A lot of them faced some sort of abrupt loss recently, or some sort of big challenge. They are surrounded by chaos and upheaval, and they're not able to fix anything. It looks like even other people are leaving them alone. It looks like even other people are disappointing them besides your person. Even other people are not ready to support them, assist them, or help them in fixing their situations or circumstances. I feel like these people teamed up together to kick you out of your person's life, or they were simply working together to make your person hurt you, reject you, or abandon you. But that's what I see is happening with them. The same sort of upheaval, the same sort of disappointment, the same sort of losses are what they're experiencing right now. Maybe because of other people. I can't really say if it's your person who is forcing these changes upon them, or they are experiencing all this because of your person. I can't really say that. However, I can assure you and I can tell you that there are other people who are causing them hurt, causing them sorrows, causing them pain, disappointments, or failures, or big losses. These can be financial, these can be related with their family life, these can be about their relationships. But the thing is that they are suffering, and it looks like they'll continue to suffer until and unless they let go. They let go of hurting you, they let go of coming in your way, they let go of manipulating your person against you, they let go of their wicked ways, they let go of that superiority complex or that arrogance they've got, where they simply put themselves on a pedestal and look down on others. They need to let go of that. If they won't, then things are going to get worse for them as days pass by, which is what I see is happening here already. That's very disturbing for them, that's frightening them, that's making them afraid and scared of what's coming. They just don't know why it's all happening. They just have no idea why things are turning out this way, because they strongly assumed and believed that nothing as such is going to happen with them after what they did, because you simply had no worth and value in their eyes, in their perspectives or opinions. They think that only they are the ones who deserve to be respected, appreciated, or loved. Anyone they think is below them, anyone they think is different from them, anyone they think is unworthy of all of that doesn't deserve it all. But that's what I see is happening with them right now, which is ironic. That's the ironic thing. That's the interesting thing about this rate. They are the ones getting treated like crap. They are the ones experiencing that upheaval they brought in your life or something similar to that. Now there is someone who is trying to trample over them, trying to crush them under their feet, is trying to bring sorrows, disappointments, and hurt their way. There is someone who is acting all haughty, authoritative, and dictative. Someone who's very domineering and dominating. Someone who simply wants to fill their lives with sorrows and suffering. This is making these people confused and baffled because this is something they never expected would happen with them. This is new, this is shocking, this is baffling, this is confusing, this is hurtful, this is depressing. And the thing is that it's going to remain like this for as long as it's needed or for as long as these people do not change. If they want change, they need to appreciate you, your connection, approve of it, validate it, and give it your blessings. If that doesn't happen, they'll continue to lose their blessings, they'll continue to lose their beauty. If that is the source of their arrogance, I see that someone here who is extremely arrogant about his or her looks is losing exactly the same thing, is losing that glow, losing that body, appearance, money, to keep up or maintain that luxurious lifestyle. Someone here is likely starting to face financial issues. Someone experienced a very big loss recently or something that's going to simply bring an end to the luxurious lifestyle this person was obsessed with. Something terrible is happening. Something even more terrible is coming these people's way for the way they mistreated you, for the way they insulted you, for the way they brought this ending between you and your person, for the way they caused you to walk away or forced you to walk away, for the way they made you stuck in your life, for the way they turned your person against you. They may think that there's nothing wrong they did. However, the divine justice has a different sort of judgment over all of these things and is passing justice as well. Though I don't see these two cards here, but from the glimpse of it, I can say that this is justice getting served in your favor, or they're simply getting punished for what they have done. They are extremely arrogant people, extremely rude towards other people, extremely entitled. They think that they deserve everything good that there is, and people they think are below them, people they think are not worthy of that, do not deserve it at all. This is their fault. This is their biggest mistake. One should never look down on anyone so mercilessly and so ruthlessly, because this is what you get back in return. If you do not want to end up like this, if you do not want to attract worst case scenarios, then act wisely, treat people with love, kindness, and respect, and be humble always. And the biggest mistake, messing with you and your connection, something they think is not even the case. They are completely oblivious to the fact that they've done something so horrible. But I'm seeing that divine forces are going to make sure they regret doing that. They cry about it, or because of it. They suffer because of it. And in the end, they see their whole world falling apart only because they messed up with you and your connection. Only because they insulted you. Only because they tried to turn your counterpart against you and try to take your place. Try to win over you or in the situation. There are horrible consequences for that. And they are starting to become apparent for these people. They're already suffering, and it looks like there's no hope left until and unless they show change. So this is what I see for all of you today. I'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.